Let's go.
It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube. It's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back. I got the fastest fade. I got no speed up time. I didn't do no editing on this, no nothing. I ain't take nothing out. I didn't add nothing. This is the exact time. It say like 16 minutes and 44 seconds. That's how long it took me to do the whole haircut. And I was moving the camera. I could actually do it faster, right? So a way for you to increase your speed, like you make your first guideline all the way around the head. The way to increase your speed, right? You will have to work the whole head all the way around. That's the reason why the chair spins. You stand in one spot and you make it happen, right? You just work your way all the way around the head. And you know, to get it bald, you want to go down, up. You just want to do a lot of different angles to make sure the hair comes off. Going down at this angle actually gets it a little closer sometimes, so you want to incorporate that into your haircutting, right? So like I said, I didn't speed nothing up, I didn't edit nothing, I didn't take nothing out. This is actually just a full video. I didn't cut nothing out. I just moved the camera. It's gonna be a lot of camera moving here because I have a 50mm lens, so it only allows me to get into a certain space. So that's what I'm doing. So in some places they call this a mid fade, high bald fade. It's not a drop fade or just a bald fade in general. But for me, I would call this a mid to high bald fade. Either one, you know what I mean? So when you're doing this, you want to kind of get the line as straight as possible to make sure the fade is the same on both sides. So if you see me doing this, it's gonna come out the same. But you know, I don't like to work one side of the head to the other. I really like to work all the way around the head, but a lot of times in the videos you see me doing that because I'm just trying to show you what's going on in the video so you can see it. So right here I'm using a half guard and I'm going over the top. His hair is really coarse, right? So with that being said, I had to use a lower guard. I use it. Somebody asked me before in the comments on another video, or that somebody inboxed me, hey, do you ever use the half guard? And I was like, nah, I rarely ever use it. I mean, because I can almost achieve the same thing with no guard. Just have the blade open all the way up and manipulate it a little bit where I angle it. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't use it that much. But you can use it definitely. You can incorporate it. So anyway, so I'm cutting it down, knocking it down. You have to go over coarse hair a bunch of times. And he has like a swirl in the front, so I'm gonna have to work with that too. It's gonna be a little darker when you first see it. And you're gonna see the little patchy area, right? You see it already towards the front. That's because his hair grows a bunch of different ways. So I have to figure out a way to get that out to where it matches everything else. And a lot of times you just take a bigger guard, go against the grain, or a lower guard, or without a guard at all, and just, you know, knock it down, smooth it out. Now right here, I don't have any guard. I don't have a guard on. I'm just using the clipper all the way open to make the second guideline. Even though I'm doing the fastest fade, I still use the 2 guideline system. You know what I mean? So you see how I'm doing? I'm working it all the way around the head also. So you see this? Boom, this is gonna increase your speed. If you're looking for ways to increase your speed, this will increase your speed. Right? You make it all the way around, knock it out. Now for the video purpose, I'm gonna show you one side of the head, but I could do it all the way around. If I would have kept messing with the camera all the time, then it's gonna knock my speed down. So that's another thing. You want to be less occupied as possible. So I took the same clipper that I used to make the second guideline with, and I angled it and I came with the grain on the top part. Now I'm just taking away that first guideline. So I'm closing it, I'm moving the lever, I'm closing it a little bit. I'm just tapping it. You see that right there? I'm hitting it. You're gonna fade, you're gonna go open and close all the way until that line is gone. And like I always tell you, on the first guideline, what you make it with, you might have to use the same tool to take that line out. So always remember that. And you see me going at an angle. See how I'm holding the clipper right here? I'm going at an angle. I'm killing it. You see what I'm saying? That's what you want to do. You want to go at an angle against the flow pattern of the hair, and you want to manipulate it. You see what I'm doing? You see that? That's how that works, and it brings the hair right out. I'm going directly against it. You see that? But I'm using the corner of the blade also. I'm not doing anything, you know, other than that. I'm using the corner of the blade. I'm going against the grain. I'm working it diligently. You know what I mean? So you do that until you get the blend that you're looking for. And as you can see, the blend is almost there. It's close to where I like it. I kind of keep it a little thick in the front so the edge up can pop a little bit. Boom. You do the same thing. You go to the other side, do the same thing. Work on that first guideline. Well, right here, actually, I came down on it the same way I did on the other side. So whatever you do on one side, you want to do on the other. So you see what I did? No guard, open. I came down on it with the flow pattern of the hair. Then I came down to the first guideline so I can move that. See that? Now we're working on the first guideline like we did on the other side. Boom, we're gonna open the close until the first line is gone. Then we work our way up to the second guideline. Hey, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Hit that notification bell if you need to. If you want to hook up, link up, do some business, I'll leave that down below in the description. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's the same as my YouTube page, MR.OUTLINER. You can see all the people that I cut. You know, some of the famous people I cut Black Youngster, Chris Sales, some of the more popular YouTubers, Young and Ace, the rapper, you know, some of the other popular YouTubers, Carmen and Corey, you know, King, Kaiser, you know, some of these people you might not know, some of the people you might, but if you look them up, they got a lot of followers and things like that. So back to the haircut, you go against the grain, chop it. You see that? I don't like how that looks, so I'm coming down at it at an angle, the same way the hair is going. And sometimes you have to work at it for it to come out on some of the things with a bald fade. And the reason why I can do this fade fast also is because this is the first fade that I learned on myself. I started cutting this haircut on myself way when I was 15, 16 years old. I never really got the barbershop experience because my mom wasn't taking me to the barbershop like that. So I was always my own barber. So I learned how to do it myself. You know, I talked to a couple other dudes that was cutting hair. They gave me a few tips and I learned, right? So it can be done, you know, if you work at anything, you can become a professional at it, a pro at it, master it. Back to the haircut though, you see the fade is coming in nice. The little dark spots I don't like, I'm gonna clean that up. You see the front, we probably try to work on the front. His hair is going at an angle, so I'm cutting it at an angle when you really look at it. I'm cutting it at an angle. Boom, in the front, you see that? I'm looking at it, trying to see how I'm gonna attack it. I wanna come over so I can show you. So I'm going with the grain on this part because that's how it's thick. It's thick like that because I need to go with the grain. So and if that don't work, you go against the grain, try to pick it out. If you can, flick it out. And if don't look at it like I'm just pressing straight down, I'm really using it at an angle. If you pay attention to it, I'm really using it at an angle. There you go, I moved it closer so you can see it. So right now I'm probably about to try to do the edge up. So boom, right here, start from the middle. Like I always tell you, start from the middle. You can work middle to left, middle to right, however it goes for you, but you want to start in the middle. And like I always tell you, don't be overly concerned with making it super straight the first time around. You can always come back and detail it to make it straight to your liking, right? So we're gonna do that. We're working on it. Boom. And like I told y'all, I didn't edit anything. This is just purely what it is. I didn't cut no scenes out. You don't see no jump cuts. You don't see anything changing. I'll show you even when I move the camera around. So look, this is almost, you know, you standing right here watching me do it. This is how long it really takes me to do this haircut. And I can do a lot of haircuts in a fast amount of time, but it's not always about doing the haircut fast. It's about being precise with it, you know. So I'm sorry about y'all can't see this part right here, but you probably be able to see it better when I do the other side. I'm not realizing that I'm in front of the camera. So, but you see that line we made right there. Boom. Take the same thing I made it with, clean it up. The key to the bald fade is cleaning it up, making it bald. It gotta be bald. It gotta be slappy. It's gotta be blurry. You know what I mean? So you sometimes you have to just keep working at it. And I'm using the magic clip right there to do the fade, and then I'm using the Babyliss to clean them up and do the edge up. See that? That fade is clean. That fade is nice, man. Nice. I see a little bit here. I'm probably gonna clean it up on this side a little bit more, but I'll show you. Probably can see the edge up a little bit on this side. Looking at it from the front, I start back in the middle again, and I work my way over to the other side. Now, when you're doing the edge up, also you want to stand in front of them so you can see, you know, both sides of the head, see how the line is lining up. And like I said, don't worry about it being perfectly straight, because a lot of times when I do it, it's not perfectly straight, but I get it close. Then I just come in and I tap it and I make it sharp, you know, do my little touch up, make it sharp. Right here, you know, then I get ready to work the corner. I take that line all the way to where I think I wanted to connect to the other line here. And then I bring that line down. See that? System. If you watch all my other videos, I do the exact same thing all the time. Now sometimes every now and then I might switch it up just to show you something different, because I get bored sometimes. I just like to try different things, but for the most part, 90% of the time, this is what I'm gonna do. So I work my way over all the way till I get ready to connect it. Then I bring the side line down, connect it to the top line, and voila, we there. You gotta get those corners right though. You see the fade, it's coming out. Boom, I told you I was gonna come back and hit it. I was gonna clean it up. I ain't like the way it looked, you know, and you gotta have the proper lighting in the shop or around you. You might wanna get a ring light. I got a ring light. That's why some of it you see is super bright. You can see the light shining on the back of his head right there. So I use a ring light. Most barbershops are low light areas, so you want to get as much light as you can as possible. Sometimes the light through the door and the light in the ceilings are not just enough, so you might need that extra light. So like I said, I cleaned it up, sharpened up the edge up. I'm making sure everything is bald, because that's the key to the bald fade, is to make sure it's super bald and sharp. When you get that visual for you. See that? Fade is mean. Blurry, you don't see nothing. I think I seen another barber call this the God fade. I think it's kind of like where you don't see no transition at all. It's just blended, like, you know what I mean? So that's what I just did right here. So, you know, I always like to hit, for him, he don't really need enhancements, but I give it to him because it's gonna make his haircut look that much better. And it's very light. It's just something to make his edge up pop, because I know it grows in so many different directions in the front. I ain't like the way it was going, so I had to step in front of him. That's why sometimes I tell y'all, it's hard for me to show you on video and let the camera angle, it's sitting on a tripod, so sometimes I have to stand in front of it just to make sure I get the edge up straight. But you might not see that in my videos because I would cut that part out. You know, because nobody wants to see the back of you cutting somebody and they can't see it, right? So we clean that up. See that? Edge are pretty much straight. It's pretty cool. Hit them with that light spray. Boom, boom, boom. See that? We ain't doing that much. We just really hitting the edges. Gonna do the same thing to this side. And again, I apologize. I just wanted to show y'all the raw footage. I ain't want y'all to, you know, to always see the good part of it where, oh, I edited it. You don't never see me step in front of the camera, mess up, move the camera. All the things that go into me trying to make sure I put out a good video. The editing thing is hard, especially when you don't have a cameraman. You know what I mean? So, but you see the edge of, you see how it came out. All the things I showed you, I ain't hiding nothing from you. This is everything. You know what I mean? But look, like I say, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I got the fastest fade on YouTube. Show me somebody faster, you know what I mean? How fast was it? How good was the haircut? Leave it down in the comments below. But until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out.